Iron sheep. Hey Bill.
Hello, sheep. You nearly killed me then. I was just starting to get noddy.
Iron sheep. LMAO.
Yeah, I mean, my head was moving about, but to be honest, my eyelids are getting droopy, and then all of a sudden, because I got the cans in, the earbuds in, and it's, for some reason, it's actually quite loud. Oh, of course it is. I haven't turned it down to my normal level. Okay, now you won't kill me. So all of a sudden, in the quiet of the background, I've got iron sheep. Nearly killed me. How are you, sir?
Iron sheep. So I bought that guitar but still haven't bought an amp yet.
Okay, and have you got an amp in mind? I mean, is it just like going to sit until something grabs you, or have you got something in mind to look for?
Iron sheep. Well, I was thinking about the Boss Katana because it has effects like chorus etc built in, plus it's not a huge amp, only 50 watts.
Okay, and Boss have a nice name, so yeah, good luck with that anyway. Something I've got is some you know what, I can't remember what their make is, but I've got some like wireless, a couple of wireless type plugs. So you plug one in the guitar, one in the amp, and there's no cable in between. You know, I can't think what the make is. Anyway, that works quite well. That means that I'm not tethered, which is really nice. I can sort of walk up the front of the house, and I'm only plugged into a small light. It's only a 15-watt practice amp, but if I want to, I mean, I don't really use it, to be honest. I'm more likely to use it for recording, which means I'm coming straight in from a Focusrite device, which is my interface, and record into oh crikey, Ableton. I've got like an Ableton mixer and recorder unit, so on the computer. So, but I haven't done that for a while. I struggle to muster the enthusiasm, which is bad, but I do. That's a fact. I should do it a lot more. I've got to pick the guitar up over the course of the next week anyway, because I'll be getting together with one of my old bandmates from 18 years ago, whatever it was. Hang on. Yeah, about 18 years ago. So I'll be getting together with him next week. No, not next week. Week after, I think. So I've got to pick the guitar up and do some practicing. Get the get the fingers and the wrists, you know, try to get them back into working order.
Iron Sheiks. Have you ever looked at using your PC interface to run a software amp on your PC?
Software amp? You mean to get the sounds out of the amp rather than use it as an amplifier as such? Because obviously you'd need powerful speakers for that. But so you mean to get the sound of a particular amp via software? Is that what you mean? Like a valve amp or something like that? Is that what you mean?
Iron Sheiks. So for practicing you don't plug into an amp but getting an amp downloaded and you can play through your headphones on the computer.
Right, yeah, okay. No, I haven't done that, I don't think. I might have tried it on one occasion, but there's so much to learn on the Ableton software, which is the mixer, and it's got all that stuff. The Ableton software as the mixer and recorder, that has all that stuff. You can download particular guitar sounds or particular amp sounds, maybe not makes, but generically, you know, a particular style of amplifier.
Iron Sheiks. I was a little worried about the
yes,
latency.
The latency is an issue. The way I work, I wonder if I can show you. Hold on. Stand by. See, I use this. It's the Focusrite. That's my interface when I'm using guitar. So it's got two inputs, so I can use mic and guitar if I want to, and then the output of that goes via a USB into the computer, and because I'm monitoring on the Focusrite, I don't get any latency at all. Yeah, so I'm plugged into the Focusrite with the guitar, and I'm monitoring on that brass. Can't touch it because I'm using my push to talk. I'm monitoring on that brass headphone plug. So whatever I'm playing, I'm getting it exactly the same time. There's no latency whatsoever. And when it plays back from the computer, once I've recorded something, once again it's the same. I hear it maybe with latency from the computer, but because I hear it and play it at the same time, there is the ultimate thing about it is there isn't any latency. It's so it's a nice little unit. I think this is probably about 150 quid. Ooh, I don't know, what's that, maybe 160 bucks here, or I don't know, something in that region. But that's a lovely little tool. It's not actually mine, it belongs to number 3's son, but he doesn't have the facility to use it at the moment. So if I did find that he needed it, I'd have to buy myself one of these. Well, I'd buy him a new one and keep this.
Iron sheep. Right, so it's a bypass. Instead of going through the computer, you get it direct from the interface.
Yeah, I monitor on the interface, so it's always going to be zero latency. And even when I'm monitoring what's coming up, when I've recorded something on the computer, it comes back to the interface. I play along with what I'm hearing, and it records it at the same time as what I'm hearing is. So you, on the recording, you don't get the latency.
Iron sheep. Right.
So I mean, if you were going to do recording and stuff, that might be something for you to consider. They're a nice little. I think they're a nice little unit, and you can get 4 input ones if you want. But I mean, for me, 2 is absolutely. Oh, hang on, I just pulled the headphone out. Wait a minute. Right, sorry about that. Yeah, so for me, 2 is ample because I play. Say, if I've got a guitar and a mic, that's all I need. I'm not going to be able to do anything else if it's just me. Obviously, if it's other people. But then if you've got more than one mic, you're going to get crosstalk between the various mics, so you're not going to get a pure input on a particular track. The software I use is Ableton, and it's like a 16-track recorder, so it's reasonably capable. It's more capable than I am, anyway. If you like, what I could do, I won't play it here now because it'll go over the stream, and then you've got copyright things going on. But what I could do is I could drop.
Iron sheep.
I could drop a link.
I was thinking about one of them just to play through my PC, but it looks like it will stick with Van Amp.
Stick with Van Amp. What? Oh, you're still stick with an amp, yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, I think an amp has always got to be the best way. If we're just playing guitar and want to hear it, the amp's got to be the best way. But as you say, with the PC, you can then perhaps change the sound of the amp with software. You see, I use a pedal. I've got a Korg that I use with the band. It's a Korg foot pedal, right, which has got about 5 programmable pedals on it. And one of them, when I was working with a band, I set one of them to be no output, so just a mute. So if I put my guitar down, like if we went for a break or something, I'd hit my mute pedal so nothing could accidentally come through the speakers from the bass. Then I had sort of 4 other sounds if I wanted them, like one of them would be chorus. you know, occasionally use chorus on bass, or you want a deep bass or a tighter bass, but normally I just use one bass sound, or the chorus bass sound. But so I can get different sounds anyway, not different amps, but I can get different sounds on the guitar from my Korg. It's a Korg A5 bass pedal. You could probably find that to look at it if you wanted to.
Zion Chic. Have you ever used a delay?
We used to use it in the band. I mean, we used to have Barry in the band he's still got it, a Space Echo, which is a tape device. So obviously nowadays it is noisy compared to what you would get now, because it's got tape and you get tape hiss and stuff. But yeah, we used to use a Space Echo, it's a Roland Space Echo, and that was for vocals mainly. I mean, for guitar, I could set that up on my pedal if I wanted to. I can give it like reverb and delay, chorus, put various things. In fact, one of the songs I did that I put up on my Facebook page was Time in a Bottle, and I used a certain amount of chorus on that just to warm it up a little bit. If you scroll down my timeline, you'd find that Time in a Bottle. You might have already seen, you've probably already seen it, because I'm always on about that stuff. So yeah, Time in a Bottle has got a bit of chorus on it, and that is coming directly from the plugging into the Korg pedal, then the Korg pedal output to the amplifier, or in this case to the Focusrite, so that I could record it.
Zion Chic. I used the DD3 because at fast speed you didn't get an echo, but your guitar sounds fuller.
Oh, okay. I don't know the DD3, but yeah, that sounds like a good idea. If you can get a fuller sound, that's nice. I think I might have to pour me beer in a second, even before I take off. Laxor said he'll be in shortly, but that was probably about 20 minutes ago. I expect he'll be here, and I expect I'll be doing the Huey, jumping in as his co-pilot and or flying one myself. I bought it. I bought the Huey so I could get in with Laxor, and I have been sort of trying to fly it. I can take off a bit, but once I've taken off, if I start going backwards, then I've got a struggle in my hands to deal with that. I don't know how to deal with it, so Laxor can help me with that maybe tonight. I think I'll pour me beer. Okay, I'll take off anyway, since I've been sitting here all this time, getting the engine hot and sweaty. I've just noticed Max always already in. He's in a Harrier. So I better go and say hello.
Alright, check.
Well, I just realised I didn't have the radio on, so...
Alright, gotcha, okay.
I haven't noticed any real difference from the update that we just had. I was hoping that I wouldn't see my LED going red anywhere, but it still is.
Wait 30 seconds and do
On your computer, you're gonna have more and more updates they push out, the more resources it's gonna take.
Yeah, but I mean the red LED on my fan might be. I'll copy that, by the way, Sheep. I will do. That might just be because it needs some of the fluff blown out of it.
Yeah, that's not impossible.
Sheep has asked me to do that again, so that he can watch it from your perspective. That again being my little buzz. So I'm assuming he's on your stream either now instead of me or as well as me. Oh, I've got to buzz you again, sorry. I think the first pass is probably lower, but it's just like having fun without crashing into it.
Yeah.
assuming that Sheep got that pass, because he asked me to do it. I'm assuming he was watching your stream at the time.
I believe so.
Look out, here it comes again.
Oh, that's good. I just about managed to find you.
Well, yeah, I should have said coming from the front. I should have told you that, wouldn't I?
I'll give it all forward.
Copy that. MRTB.
Request rearming. Copy.
Stitch _945 _. Hello there.
Hello, Stitch. All right.
Rearming complete.
Assume I'm clear for takeoff. Maybe Lexor's not got his ears on, did he crash? Let's have a look. We'll see if he crashed. But if he's coming in, I'm sure he'd have heard me, so I think I can probably take it. That was quite a nice little sortie, hitting those soft targets over in that direction, south of the airfield. So I took out those, they respawned. I might do it again. What do you fancy? If you're still there, Stitch, what do you fancy? Spitfire or A10? Or even possibly a Huey, but that is a very steep learning curve for me that I've only just got onto. I'm guessing Stitch is gone then. I'm not getting responses, so maybe I'll move. Maybe I'll move centre runway and take off. I can still swap aircraft if required. 3 in a line, but I should be able to go 0.1 straight. Might be 4, might be the first one. Mine's rolling out of the way. Oh, that was a bit close. Come on, TV.
Roger.
At Bill 1940-90.
Okay, are you still there, Rox?
Roxt. What server is this?
This is a server that's running on a machine that's just over my left shoulder. It's Bill Lagland 2. So if you look for Lagland 2, if you was to look for the server, that's it. You'd need details to get in on it if you wanted to join. It's just a fun server, there's no real seriousness behind it all. We fly to enjoy. There's plenty of targets, there's air targets, there's various aircraft you can jump into, and people can dogfight if they want with prior consent from the other. We don't just go and attack somebody. We both agree to meet somewhere and have a dogfight if that's what we're going to do. So yeah, it's look, if you on the server list, if you look for Lagland 2, that'll be Bill Lagland 2.
Roxt. Okay, cools.
Yeah, so what kind of stuff do you like to fly, and whereabouts on the planet? Well, first of all, a little bit of housekeeping. If you decide you need to leave, please let me know, because otherwise I end up talking to myself. And what part of our planet are you at? What country are you from, Rox?
Roxt. Caribbean.
Oh, that's new for me, I think. So welcome, Caribbean. I'll just get rearmed.
Request rearming.
I was using voice attack for all those menu things just then, so I almost never have to touch the keyboard.
Yeah, I am on the other side of the world.
Yeah, so let's see, what time is it for you then? I mean, here it's just about midnight. 12:39. Oh, sorry, 0039, I should say.
Roxt. 8:40 p.m.
Oh, okay, that's not.
Complete.
That's very similar to sort of general state area. Yeah. A lot of people that come on here, either watching as viewers or joining us on the server. A lot of the people are going to be from the States, or we get them from all over. We've had Australia, we've had, well, anywhere, you name it. Obviously nowadays the world is as tiny in terms of who we can reach out to anybody anywhere. I think he just said I've been rearmed. If you are not planning to jump into the server, Rox, would you have a preference of what aircraft I take? I could take an A10 or even possibly a Huey, but I'm very, very new to the Huey, so that's a real learning curve. Or there's Mosquito, P-47, P-51, Harrier. A10 if I didn't already say that.
Roxt. Am I looking at WW2?
Oh, this aircraft certainly is. Yeah, this is a Spit Mark 9. Let me jump out.
Roxt. But I have mostly modern jets and helis.
Well, the thing is, they're probably going to be in here, so you could probably select from the list. You could probably select an aircraft that you would like to fly. I'm not that so keen on the jets. I think they're, I know it's a silly thing to say because they're so much faster, etc. But I find them a bit boring. I think I love the piston engine aircraft, and the Spit is top of my list. It's only very recent that I picked up the Huey, so I've been able to take off a few times, but landing, that's another ball game entirely. And even when I take off, sometimes I end up going backwards, and I struggle to do anything about that. I'll probably need some tuition. I'll probably get some tuition from Laxor at some point. Laxor is in this server at the moment.
Yeah, I am
Harrier.
okay with helis.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, helis I find really, I mean, because I've never had a helicopter before in this, never flown a chopper, so that's a real steep learning curve, totally different for me with, you know, the collective and the active.
Roxt.
Very difficult.
I can fly both US and the Russian stuff.
Yeah, I think Laxor has both that. I mean, I've only got the Huey, but yeah. So if you wanted to jump in here at some time, I believe there will be a suitable selection for you to choose from.
Roxt. Okay, cools.
I think I'll probably just take off. Have you got a preference for an aircraft for me to take, Rox? I mean, I don't mind changing aircraft if you'd like me to try one of those that I've listed earlier.
Roxt. No, you can fly whatever you like.
Okay, well I might change anyway, simply because I've done a few sorties in the Spit. You've seen the landing, and I could have stayed centre runway, but I consciously and purposely came over to one side so that I could get reloaded, just in case Laxor needed to come in and wanted the runway. So I could perhaps jump in an A10 just to change my scene. I'll be polite and cut the engine, but I won't be so polite as to actually taxi it back. I'll just leave it here and it'll disappear when I go.
Roxt. BRB.
Copy that.
Roxt. I am back.
Okay. Well, you're back, but I think what I'll do is I'll nip up for a very quick comfort break, because I'll be uncomfortable whilst taking off otherwise. Literally a couple of minutes, that's all. So I'm going to put my back zoom thing up. Literally just a couple of minutes, so stand by.
Request rearming.
By the way, Rox, if you're still there, I don't know if you caught it earlier on, but I use I'm using voice attack, so I almost never have to touch my keyboard. Almost never, just very rare situations, but not while I'm flying. It's when I'm on the ground that I have to touch my keyboard. Nice little program. It's free. I'll sound like an advert for it. It doesn't always work though. Sometimes it frustratingly sort of sulks on you, and you have to wait until it comes out of its sulk.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you got it. Good, good, good. Not many people I speak to on here have it, or and a lot of them don't even know of it. But it's a good, I think it's a good little program. I bought the whole thing, you know, rather than just the free version, and I think it's great. I say, do you find it goes into a sulk every now and again and doesn't respond to you?
Roxed. Yeah, it have its moments.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It sort of just stops behaving for a little while, and then you try it again a bit later, and it works absolutely perfectly. Just at the moment, it has been working okay, but who knows? It might change. I think if you're a bit sort of sloppy, and if your volumes, like your mic volume, isn't best, I don't mean loud. It could be too loud, and you'll get distortion maybe. So it's got to be just like optimal mic volume. For it to work properly or work best. That's Laxor coming in by the looks of it. Right, okay. And if you hadn't got it already, the stick and throttle I'm using is this Warthog. You'll see that the stick I have is exactly the same. The throttle unit is exactly the same as you're seeing the throttles down there. It is a throttle and stick I have is a Warthog throttle and stick. You might just see it, there's a switch on the left hand side of my left throttle. Which isn't very visible, but you can tell on the gauge that it's running up. I take it you have the A10 here, Rox?
Roxed. I have the Wing Orion.
I'm pretty stupid. I don't know what that is. I'm pretty bad. I'm rather shallow. I don't know all the aircraft. I fly by the seat of my pants. I don't. I'm sure that I do all this all in a wrong order, but I just picked up stuff, and I get airborne. And I get hits on targets, and that's good enough for me. Okay, port engine is up and running. I'll start the starboard engine, and that one we will see start. There we go. I'll put my radio on in case Lexor's trying to contact.
Hawk 1-1, Overlord 1-1.
Oh, I see we have Gun Fu Panda in here in a P-51. I don't actually know Gun Fu Panda, so he's fairly new, I think, to join us. Radio check.
124, check.
Got me, thank you. I've got an A10 now.
Okay. We've got a gun for in the P-51.
Yeah, I just saying to my stream about that. I don't know that name. So is he a really a reasonably recent joiner to the server?
Yeah, I think tonight is probably the first time I joined. Gunfu's off of my stream, so yeah.
Oh, good. Oh well, if he's able to hear or whatever, welcome Gunfu.
You can probably hear through my stream. I don't think he's very very new to DCS as well. It was only, I think it was last week before, was his first flight in the TF-51 when he was flying locally on his machine. And now, so I doubt he'll be at a point where he's configuring radios, but yeah, he probably had.
Yeah. Oh well, if he did, hopefully he did. So yeah, welcome to the server Gunfu. So no doubt he'll get into the aircraft radios in time. That's it, I can see that switch now. I've just got to a position where I can see the switch. So that switch is now on, I can put my lights on. I've got air to ground and air to air missiles. So I might actually, as my first task, I might see if I can find an A20. A20, although it's not an Axis aircraft, that's what Laxor had to use.
Okay, dinner time for me. See you on the next one.
Okay, enjoy your dinner, Roxy. Catch you again another time.
Have a good night.
Thank you, and you. Take care, sir. Good night.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Well, I thought I was going to go up and use my air-to-air, and I still want to, but there's nothing flying around the area at the moment. It's a bit unusual. I'm sure that will change. There's a 109 way off to the northeast. Better lock my throttles. There will be some aircraft. Let's zoom out and see where they are. Over on the northwest. Oh, and there's some the Tu-160s. I don't know how close they come, but in the north there, Tu-160s that I could go for. Okay, for now I'll hit some ground units, I think. Final check. I think everything's ready. Taxi to runway. Close canopy.
Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up. Altitude, pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull. Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull.
Oops. Okay, what aircraft shall I take then? Perhaps A-10 again? Why hasn't it? Oh, there we are.
Request rearming.
Copy. Rearming complete.
Once the APU gets up to 100, I can start my engines one at a time. Okay, we're good to go. Start the port engine. It's not very easy to see it, but I'll start it. But the gauges tell me port engine is picking up. When it gets to 60, I can start the starboard engine. Gives me time for it to suck and move in. Okay, starboard engine. We can watch that one run. Right, once that gets up to 60 I can then turn off the APUs, and I'm probably doing this not necessarily dead right, but it'll get me airborne, and I have weaponry, I think. Yeah, I've just got to load up that computer wise. I've got to load up the weapon. I'll do that. When all of this lot I've got dots on them, I can then hit my DSMS button and it will show my weaponry. Okay, both engines are up to speed. Turn off the APUs. All my dots are there. Go to DSMS. There's my weaponry. I'll select. Have we got any aircraft in the area that I can go for? Let's take a look. There's a couple of bombers nearby, so I'm going to initially select air-to-air. So, nose wheel steering on. There'll be a little light on the panel there. Nose wheel steering is on. Weapons, I'm going to make them ready now, even if I'm not supposed to, because otherwise I forget when I get close to target. So weapons are ready. I need to taxi out. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I've forgotten. Let's check. Do my checklist. Right, there's these 4 here. And nav. And EAC. For some reason that light doesn't go out. It's supposed to, but it doesn't. That's a little glitch, obviously. I'll operate my light switch, which is on my left throttle unit. I'll lock the throttle units together first. And notice that the throttle unit you're seeing here and the stick are the same as on screen, because this is throttle unit and stick for a Warthog, which is what this aircraft is. So I'll put my lights on. There's a little switch around the left hand side of that throttle, that left throttle, which you might have seen move. Now I can put my lights on. Jump out and check. And I've still got my wheel chocks in, so I'll have to take them out, otherwise we ain't going nowhere.
Chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Okay, so all I need to do is adjust my seat and get rolling. Okay, we'll get rolling, and I'll lock my throttles together. Using nose wheel steering, so that's nice and easy if I jump out. You can see the nose wheel working according to my rudder pedals, which is easy. The A10 is so easy. Getting a spit is a different bucket of nails entirely. Okay, I think we're good. I'll don't think I've forgotten anything. We'll find out as time goes on. I'll start moving and close my canopy. So I'll taxi to runway, which is in the direction I'm looking now, centre screen. Whoops. Not looking where I'm going. So I'll follow this dotted white line round to the runway. Not a long way. Just checking, weapons are armed, I'm ready to go. I'm not, oh, I haven't got them selected, but when I select, if I select rockets, it should give me the appropriate sight on the heads up. Hold on. Right, I've selected air to air. So I'm going to see if I can find those A10s and go and hit them. Ah! Gun Fu is, I'll just give him a chance to take off. He's very new, so I'm going to sit here for a second and give him a chance because I can't speak to him, he's not on radio. Oh, he's respawning, so I'll just take off, that's fine. Sorry, that was on the wrong button, but never mind. I'm about to take off, A10, probably go for air-to-air targets. But first, I'll give it some flaps. Throttle up, away we go. Rotate at about 145. Gear up. Reset flat. It looks like the bombers are no longer available. Someone else took them or whatever. Oh, there's one moving bomber in roughly the direction I'll be moving. So I'll see if I can find him. All the trouble is I've just not looking, I've just gone over the convoy and they are dangerous, so they've been hitting me as you will have heard. That's them down there. A lot of them have been damaged, but you can see there's traces coming up at me. As long as they haven't hit my engines, which they have, starboard engine is suffering, so instead of going for the for those I'll sit.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up. Pull up.
I've got too low. Got too low. Okay. I can take a spit again. Or even maybe it's time for me to get in the Huey and practice with that. Is there anyone here that has a preference as to what I fly? That will be, who's that? That's Warhawk. Warhawk will be in the F-16. He likes to fly over the airfield, creating sonic booms and affecting people. Right, just for my own comfort zone, I'm going to do at least one mission in this bit. Runway in that direction, just a short hop. But I'm wearing flip-flops and one of them is sliding off, so my feet on the rudder pedals aren't properly positioned. I'll have to, when I get there, I'll just have to sort out my flip-flop. Just check I'm clear. Am I clear for takeoff? I haven't got my radio on. We're using aircraft radio. Am I clear for takeoff? That gives me the chance to sort out the flip-flop.
I think so, Bill.
Thank you, gents. I think I'm going to do one little sortie in the spit and then I might go bananas and pick up a Huey to actually fly, and then perhaps at some later point, so slightly after that, if Blackshaw feels inclined, I could be his co-pilot.
Roger that.
Right, I think I'm good for takeoff. Yeah, looks like it, okay. Okay, air targets are all gone. There's one. All we've got to do is get a viz on it now. There he is.
Fox 3 on the hind.
it's gone. There they go. That's an empty aircraft. I'll just follow him down. I might make a landing because I've used a reasonable amount of ammo on that. I might as well make a landing and get re-armed. I'm RTB, I'm going to be coming in from the west, about to turn on to finals.
What's that?
Oh, the convoy is shooting at me. That convoy is a pain when they're coming into land from the west.
I don't understand why it's there. It's been sitting there and not being shot at and not moving.
Yeah, some of them like, it's as if some of them respawned, like alongside the others. So far they haven't hit me, but I'm probably speaking too soon. Because I've now picked up a lot of speed in trying to evade them. Need to bleed off some speed. Okay, gear down. And flaps.
See, now if I was an Apache gunner, I mean, they'd be spot on all the time.
This means the Apache training is better than the MI. Doesn't necessarily mean the helicopter is better.
That's Laxor and Warhawk chatting.
Oh, it's better, alright.
That's Warhawk. And that's going to be Warhawk as well. He likes to buzz. We like to buzz. We feel obliged to buzz. So, it looks as though the only viewer that I have is on Twitch, and I've always got one, so it's probably a bot. So if it's only a bot watching, I can safely go to a Huey without too much fear of embarrassment or boredom for the viewer. Going off radio, changing to Huey.
Gremlin Aviation. Sup. I see a rotor, instant follow.
Well, you might be disappointed with that because I'm very new to the Huey, very new to choppers indeed. I don't fly choppers, so I'm on a learning curve. I'm just trying to get the radio going at the moment. I'm on the right frequency, I believe, but when I push what I have had it working, but I push to talk, and it's not showing the RPTT at the top left. It's showing only IPTT. I don't know why. I want to be able to speak to Laxor ideally. He's also in here. Sorry, and hello Gremlin. So maybe I'll forget that from, and I don't know if any of what I. Right, I don't think any of what I just said came out. Sorry about that. So you've probably gone now. Are you still there, Gremlin?
Gremlin Aviation. I am indeed.
Okay, thank you, sir. No, what I was saying, which you probably didn't get any of,
Gremlin
is...
Aviation. I fly the Huey myself.
Ah, well, you might be able to help me occasionally then. I'm very new to choppers in general. This Huey is the first chopper I've used in DCS. And obviously it's a totally different ball game to flying aircraft, like fixed wing aircraft. So I'm on a very steep learning curve, very new to me. So I have managed to take off, landing, that's another job. And when I take off, sometimes I end up going backwards and don't know how to deal with it. But so I was going to get my radio going so I can speak to Laxor, and I might join Laxor in his Huey a bit later on. And of course, the other thing you would have heard me say was welcome.
It is a bit different than a prop. I fly warbirds other than hellos.
Well, that's like Mesa. My favourite of all time ever, in whatever game or whatever, is the Spitfire. So I just love the Spitfire. Whenever things aren't going perfectly, I want to do a comfort zone and drop into a Spitfire and do a little circuit in that. But I've also got a Mosquito and a couple of others, the A10. As you'll see, this is the A10 Warthog throttle and stick. Then I've got a few other aircraft, a couple of other Warbird, P-51, P-47.
I have it. I love flying that Spitty.
Yeah.
The Mozzie is fun.
Gorgeous, and the Mozzie is fun. I've got the hang of taking off in the Mozzie now. I was having trouble with it, but I've got the hang of it now, I think.
Gremlin Aviation. It's hard when it's loaded.
Yeah, when it's loaded up with loads of stuff. I mean, I don't carry bombs. I only carry rockets. I'm useless with bombs. I'm not very good at all with rockets, but it's all good fun. But I imagine when you've got a heavy load on, you've got to be a lot more careful with trim and when you rotate and get speed, keep it level, or keep it straight, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, I'll push my throttle up and see about a takeoff and see what happens. The worst that can happen is that I'll crash. So it's flying me at the moment.
Gremlin Aviation. She shakes when she's happy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she also does that when she's about to fall out of the sky. I am bad with this because, as I say, I've only got it last week, and I only fly at weekends.
Gremlin Aviation. Landing is the hardest part of the Huey.
Definitely.
It's prone to VRS. Vortex ring.
Well, it's a walk away, but Tanker didn't like it.
Gremlin Aviation. Any landing you can walk away from.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I can walk away from this one. What damage have I done there? Oh, who needs a tail? And why can't I
Gremlin
change my...
Aviation. Well, it's half a Huey.
Yeah, half a... Engine's still running. I'll try again.
Gremlin Aviation. Half a Huey on the ground is better than a crater.
That's very true.
Gremlin Aviation. Don't forget the inverter.
Okay, stand by. You don't mean that inverter spare? Oh no, inverter main one.
Gremlin Aviation. INVTR.
Yeah, on main. Actually, that's one that I generally don't do. What is the point? I mean, how will that affect my
Gremlin
flying if I
Aviation.
don't turn it on?
There you go. Gremlin Aviation. Internal power and hydraulics.
Oh, okay. I mean, I really am seat of the pants type flying here. I've not had any tuition really. I'm just a tiny bit on a bit of YouTube thing. So, and I'm not that bothered about getting it up to be right. If I can get up and fly it, that'll do me for now. So let's wind it up.
Gremlin Aviation. IFF is on the top right next to the copilot on the bottom center console. The round knob. Turn it once.
Hang on, I missed what you said. Sorry, can you repeat that for me, please, Gremlin?
Gremlin Aviation. IFF, it's the box on the top left of the center console. Round knob on the right.
I think I've got the one you're talking about.
Gremlin Aviation. There you go.
Thank you.
Gremlin Aviation. Master caution panel reset to clear the caution light.
Okay, stand by. Hold on. Oh, right, sorry, yeah, reset. No, see, that shows how dumb I am, sorry.
Gremlin Aviation. Center console second box on the right from the top.
That's someone I thought I hit. Caution, reset. Oh, I think I did 10. Okay, sorry.
Gremlin Aviation. There you go. Gremlin Aviation. That should do it.
Thank you, sir. Now what I would like to do is get on to 124. I just put everything to 124 that I can, because I don't know what's what. To speak to Laxor, who will be on 124, but I'm not even sure if it's VHF or what. I haven't got radio contact with Laxor at the moment. I'm on Discord, but he's not. Well, he's got it open, but he's not actually in the channel, so I can't speak to him at the moment. But all that's a bit academic, because the main thing here is that I just need to try and take off and control the thing.
Gremlin Aviation. Radio is on the left side of the center console.
Yeah, and as you can see, I've set a couple to 124, not knowing what. Oh, what about this one? No.
Gremlin Aviation. 4 boxes down. Gremlin Aviation. Move the knob to TR.
Springfield 2-3, Overlord 1-1, Rob 013, 445 at 6,000 knots. Springfield 2-3, Overlord 1-1, Rob 34445 at 7,000 knots.
There's a mappings thing as well that I
Gremlin
think I
Aviation.
need to sort.
That's it.
Springfield 2-3,
Your radio is on.
Yeah, but I'm not transmitting, and I was, the last time I was flying with Laxar, I was transmitting internally and onto radio, but I don't know what's changed.
Springfield 2-3, Overlord 1-1, Rob 011, 440 at 6,000 knots. Springfield 2-3, Overlord 1-1.
Oh well, not to worry. I'm supposed to be learning to fly or getting myself
Gremlin
flying.
Aviation. The intercom is below that one.
Overlord 1-1, Rob 31244 at 7,000.
Yeah, so the intercom is only any good when there's 2 of us in the aircraft, which to say was working when I was sitting in Laxar's aircraft.
Gremlin
It
Aviation.
was working.
Below the radio box.
Well, yeah, I won't worry too much about that, because I mean that only really matters if there's 2 of us in the aircraft, doesn't it?
Springfield 2-3, Overlord 1-1, Rob 012 435 at 6,000 knots.
Gremlin Aviation. Yup.
Okay, we'll see what sort of mess of make of it this time.
Springfield 2-3, Overlord 1-1, Rob 25141 at 7,000 knots. Springfield 2-3,
I think I'm also suffering
Gremlin
what you
aviation.
get called stiction.
I start my stream in 10 minutes. See you in the skies.
Okay. Alright, thanks for joining me, Gremlin. Take care. Yeah, check. No, I got in there in case you got it because I didn't have radio. Well, I can't when we were in the same aircraft, in the same Huey, I'm sure that I was transmitting to you and to radio, but now I can only transmit internally. In fact, even that has stopped. Oh, good grief. That's really shot by. That's really shot by. Oh well, never mind, another time. I've had a little bit of practice. Yeah, I've had a bit of practice taking off. Taking off I can just about get away with. Landing obviously phew. But when I take off, also what I find is I end up going backwards, and I'm finding it difficult to work out what to do to prevent that, how to hover basically. Yeah, that's normally there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hang on, I'm not sure what you mean. And we talk about the cyclic, are we, or what? Okay. So pull that. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That's what I've been doing. But then what'll happen is it will start going. It just keep going backwards and backwards, and I can't stop it. And what's yeah. But the trouble is what also for me, if I want to in a Spitfire, if I want to cut my throttle, stop things, I pull the throttle back towards me. But of course, my throttle is my collective. Yeah, so if I pull the collective back, it's actually going to push me up in the air, isn't it? So that's the way that works. So it's doing it the other way round. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, yeah, yeah, but because it doesn't react immediately anyway. But no, the point is, if you look at what what this particular throttle lever is doing for me in a spit, if I want to slow the aircraft down, I pull the stick back. So in other words, I'm telling it to stop doing stuff, aren't I? Well, if I pull the stick back in the chopper, that stick is now my collective. So I'll pull it back, and it is actually not saying stop doing stuff. It's saying start doing stuff, start lifting me up, isn't it? Pull the collective back, or increase. Lifting up is what I mean. Well, I've got my throttle doing the same as what it's doing in the aircraft. So if my throttle is fully forward, the collective is fully down. If my collective is full, if my throttle is fully back, well, yeah, but I'm just making it do the same as what's visually happening in the aircraft. So visually in the aircraft, if I push my throttle forward, the collective goes down. If I pull the throttle back, the collective goes up. But why? Because it's not doing the same as what's in the aircraft. Are you able to watch my stream for a sec? Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I know you're saying from a logic point of view, but what I was thinking I should be doing is making my collective, which is my throttle on this on here, my throttle on my throttle unit. I'm making my collective do the same. Oh, hang on a minute. It's yeah. Following my the collective in the chopper is doing the same as my throttle is doing in reality. That to me seems logical, because if I was to actually get into a Huey, I can't just reverse it, can I? I'd have to pull the collective back to increase my lift in a Huey, in an actual Huey. Well, lifting it up then, yeah. Well, lifting the collective up. For me to do that, I'm effectively lifting up my throttle, pulling it back towards me. Yeah. So my throttle lever and my collective are doing, like, if you think of it instead of forwards and backwards instead of up and down for a moment, the collective moves forward and down as my throttle moves forward and down on my actual throttle unit. So one is following the other. To me, that's the way I should be doing it, because that's the way it is in the aircraft. I see what you're saying in a logical sense, like more power push forward or more lift push forward, but in fact, in reality, it happens the other way round, doesn't it? So I'm trying to, if I want to slow down, well, it depends which slow down do you mean. Anyway, look, the thing is, I'm holding you up too much here. No, what I'm saying, there's slow down from a going up and down point of view. There's slow down from a going backwards and not wanting to. Yeah. 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 So for me, it's like opposite directions. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I, I think my two problems are, one is I'm probably too ham-fisted with the collective, and possibly with the cyclic as well. I'm probably too ham-fisted with that. I'm moving it too much, and the other thing is I'm using it. I'm making the collective obey the direction of my throttle. So if you can imagine pushing your throttle forward, my collective is going forward. So that's the opposite way to the way you have it. But for me, it feels right because it's doing what the aircraft is doing. So for me to do what you're saying, I've got to pull the collective, push the collective forward and pull the stick back at the same time. Yeah, yeah. But it's also touchy, isn't it? Yeah. And that, yeah. So it might also be adjustment of those curves for me as well. All right. I'll look at. I'm not even sure what mine is at the moment, but I'll take a look. Yeah. So you're on the cyclic rather than the collective. I'll just have a quick look at my axes. All of a sudden, I see nothing when I click axis commands. What's that? Axis commands. What? There's nothing there. How can there be nothing there? It's completely clear. On radio. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. It's on voice chat. Yeah. So what? So I just got to collect the Huey. Select the Huey. Oh, that's better. That was a bit worrying. Okay, axis commands. I'm looking for. I'm looking for collect. I don't know what it's called on here. Is it collective and cyclic? Oh, yeah, collective. Right. Okay. So if I look at that and just see what I've got it set to. Oh crikey, mine's 100. So that's 100. When you say flat, it means a straight line, horizontal, diagonal. Hold on. Okay, the other one's the same. So let's go to the. That was the what we said. That's collective. I want a cyclic. Cyclic pitch. Oh crikey! There I've got 77. So yours are very low. Curvature. Oh, I've got 0 curvature. So saturation Y. Are you looking at yours at the moment? Okay, saturation Y. What have you got for that? Where are your 12s then? Oh, okay. Right, I've got a feeling that's going to go wild on me now. I was at 77. No. Saturate curvature was 0, but I had saturation Y at 77. So now it's up to 100. That's going to be more wild, isn't it? Oh well, it's a learning curve, literally. I'll try doing the other one because I have to do it for. I have to set it for the joystick and for the combined. Because sometimes it shows combined and joystick and throttle. Sometimes it only shows combined. So I've got to cover all possibilities. And I don't know why it does that. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for being there. Yeah, thanks for being there. It's a bit of a pity it went so damn quick, but yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. Well, I was knocked out when you said it was half 2. It really took me by surprise. Okay. Well, I'll catch you next time then. Tomorrow night. Well, tonight in reality. Yeah. All right. My name. Yeah. My name go. TTFN. All right. Okay, if there is anyone on my stream, would you like to give me a quick hello? Otherwise, I'll assume it's a bot, and it's time for me to close. So I don't want to just close and say nothing. So if there's someone there, just give me a quick hello and a goodbye.